All right, guys, we're back here with Kiera in Pasco, Washington. How's it going, Kiera?
Good.
How old are you, ma'am?
39.
Are you? What's your current situation right now?
I live on the streets, and I was kicked out of the mission because of an argument I had with a lady over taking my stuff, so I don't have the mission as an option to go to.
Who'd you get in an argument with?
Just some girl that was staying there too.
Oh,
She took my
man.
stuff, and I told her what's up about it, and
Yeah.
so they kicked us both out.
Dang. How long ago did that happen?
Last year,
Really? So where have you been staying at since last year this way?
on the streets, or in like some people have broke down cars that sometimes you can sleep in, or just wherever.
Are you from Pasco?
Originally, I'm from Benton City.
Oh, okay. One of the people I just interviewed, that they said the same thing. They're from Benton City as well.
Yeah, Victor.
Yeah, for sure. It was Victor.
My ex-boyfriend.
No way. That's your ex-boyfriend?
Yeah.
What happened with you and Victor, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, we were 13. I was 13.
Oh, really?
So.
You guys were kids?
Yeah.
That's crazy. With that, do you have any kids?
I do.
How many kids do you have?
I had 3.
And how old are they?
One's 19, one's 16, and one's 12.
Oh, okay. Do you get to see your children? No?
No, I was the only thing they had their whole lives. My boss created a supervisor position for me. I owned my home, I owned my car. I did everything for them. And then one day I took them out to see their dad, and had told him not to let my family see him, but he was working with my brother. He called him and told him to come get him because they have to have physical custody of the kids to take in paperwork to try to get custody of the kids. And they took my kids because they thought I was neglecting them or something. I don't know. I never even did drugs or anything. I mean, pot here and there, but I didn't do that until after they took him as restraining order, and I can't even talk to him.
Dang. How long have you been out here in the streets in total?
On the streets, completely on the streets, about 2 years, but hotels and on the streets, like 4.
And how would you say that it began?
Just because my brother took my kids, and then I didn't want to be at the house. It was too much reminding me of them. So I quit paying for the lot rent, and so they took the house back when it got to be, the debt of the lot rent got to be as much as the house. They took the house, and then I just haven't been able to do like my very much house cleaning on the side or anything like that, so I quit being able to pay for hotel rooms.
So you mentioned that you used to work. What kind of work have you done in the past?
I was a sales associate for a couple places like Michael's and Fred Meyer's, but the last job was I was a supervisor for a detailing company, car detailing company.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
How long did you hold those jobs for?
Last one I worked for about almost 4 years. The one at Fred Meyer's I worked for 4 years, and the one at there was a craft store I worked there for a couple years, and then there was just 1 or 2 where I only worked a couple months. That was seasonal.
So you mentioned that before you became homeless, you didn't really do drugs, right? But since being homeless, what kind of drugs have you had to turn to while being out here in the struggle?
A few. I was doing meth, but I can't do that. With my heart failure, it causes me to have heart attacks. And so I use the Fetty.
The fentanyl? How would you compare the high from the fentanyl and the meth?
They're not comparable. They're 2 different animals.
And how is it different? How do you feel when you do meth? How do you feel when you do the blues?
Well, when I do meth, it makes me feel sick, and my heart races too much. I can't really even get high off of it because of how it affects my heart. The Fetty, is freeing and relaxing and mind numbing, pretty much, is what I'm going for.
For sure. A lot of people tell me that they do the fentanyl to be able to relax from, their different problems that they got going on, right? That's what they tell me, the reason that they do it. Have you ever overdosed before?
Nope.
That's good. How have you ever had to save anybody from an overdose?
No, but I had, well, yeah, actually. I was there for a couple of people that overdosed, and I wasn't there when it started happening, but I watched my friend, and he was dead for 8 minutes.
Wow. A lot of people tell me stories like that out here, where they see their friends die for a couple minutes or they themselves die. It's pretty crazy, the things that's going on, the epidemic with the blues. What message do you have for the youth about homelessness?
Just don't judge, because in a blink of an eye, it can be you.
For sure. And that was one of my questions I was going to ask. How do you feel that average people treat homeless?
Like fucking dog shit. Sorry for my language, but we're scum that could just curl up and die and they'd be happier that way.
How has your opinion of the homeless changed since you became homeless?
That it's not just because they're lazy. Things happen that kill us inside.
For sure. We all go through different struggles, and like you said, at any moment we could become homeless, Anybody, for sure. For most people, it's a paycheck away. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I lost my train of thought. I hate when that happens. I had a good question I was going to ask you too. What's your short-term goal to get out of your current situation?
I can't even ponder that question. I'm more just in complete survival mode. How can I get through the next 10 minutes, the next hour?
From the moment you wake up, how's your day?
Depressing. Just depressing, and I don't know, just gotta figure out how I'm gonna get fed, or,
Because you can't go to the mission.
No.
Right?
And,
so that's, you have more struggle than even most homeless, right? Because most homeless
a lot of homeless people have been kicked out of the mission.
Yeah.
I mean, at least 10 or 15 that I know here in Pasco have been kicked out of the mission.
Because see, in Yakima, because I'm from Yakima, right? Most people that tell me they get kicked out, it's for the night, but they can go get food, from my understanding.
Oh, yeah, we can go get food at the men's mission over here is where you get fed. So I go there for dinner. So I get one meal a day there, that it's at dinner time. Mm. So breakfast or lunch, the rest of the day I have to figure something out.
For sure. What message do you have for family or friends if they end up seeing this video?
Fuck you. My family is dead to me. They either are the one responsible for doing this to me and destroying my life, or they just turned their back and didn't care.
Yeah. Dang, I'm sorry that you feel that way with your family, man. What about your children, if your children end up seeing this video?
That I've always loved them.
And I'm not sure if I asked you, ma'am, who are they staying with right now?
My oldest son is a Marine in California, and the other two stay with my piece of shit brother.
So you're not close with your brother at all either, huh?
I used to be. I used to love him. He was my favorite. But only a monster can do what he did.
What did he do, if you don't mind me asking?
He stole my kids. He went to the courts with some lies, and he stole my kids. And he made it to where I couldn't even see them. Even from day one when he took them, he made it to where I couldn't even see them. To destroy somebody's life, all you have to do is tell them that you're in fear for safety of the children. And you have to have no reason, no proof, no evidence or anything. That's all you have to say, and you can destroy somebody's life like that.
With that, what message do you have for your brother, if anything?
I hate you. You're evil. How could you destroy my beautiful family? The fuck is wrong with you? And that's why you never had your own biological kids, because you weren't supposed to.
Hey, ma'am, I really appreciate your time. Would you be okay with doing a follow-up interview in the future? And would you be okay with me posting this on my YouTube channel?
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. Take care.